Namaste, great morning everyone. Here we are again at Heart to Heart.
Another day.
Here we go, another day. And here we are, Heart to Heart.
Get the heart going again. Here we are.
So we have some that are left from still yesterday. And so we're just going to continue to proceed and find out what's here. Excuse me. Water. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Well, this one's very emphatic today. It's like emphatic.
Really going, huh?
He's very emphatic with
Emphatic about what, right?
Emphatic about what? Yes, to be worked with. Yes.
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama.
Mm-hmm.
So we have one of the Buddhist persuasion.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. I can see the Dalai Lama's face. And isn't there a book that the Dalai Lama wrote? A few of them, probably.
Oh, there's quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, there's his face.
Mm-hmm.
The ochre robe.
Mm-hmm.
Monk in past.
Okay, was a monk.
Yes.
They have so many traditions in the Buddhist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, if he's an ochre robe, then more than likely Thailand.
Oh.
Thai, maybe
Could
Thai.
be. Could be. Okay, let's see what's happening more with him. He's just becoming more still already. More
Already becoming
heart-centered.
heart-centered and still already.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to get what's there.
Yeah.
Silence, not quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling it here.
He's just taking in
really feeling it. You can feel the
yeah.
energy coming right into the heart. But I can see him walking down a path, or a monk with the robes, and he's looking back now and kind of going, I'm pretty good now.
He's good now. Okay,
Yeah,
let me just
smiling.
take him for just a few seconds, and then we'll put him in the...
He's cute.
Yeah.
I'm good now. And he's just going to toddle along.
Yeah, sometimes they come for that, and that's, it's the same thing that happens when students come into my field as well, auric field. Their mind stills. So that's probably all he needed to do, was just come here and be in there and just allow that to open and allow that to just still, pull him into that still point. Okay. And we'll
leave him over here.
Yeah, just check with him and see for sure.
But I think
we'll keep him in one section there just to be in the still area for some time if he wants to stay here.
Okay, that image of him is fading more, which is nice.
Okay, good.
It's fading more with all... I get, when that fades, what it really feels like is those identifications.
The identification is breaking.
Right. I'm a monk in a certain
persona
time.
And all your story. Your
Exactly.
story is fading. Your story is going
right.
away, and he's entering more into that still point of that realization.
That's right. And what I'm feeling more is there's a rock of a good thing. I mean, just more of a
steadiness,
a steadiness,
steady, still
yes,
point,
and substance without that persona there so much.
Right, without the story, without all the illusions are being broken.
That's
it's going beyond that Maya story.
So it's nice because there was a little bit of a look of a rope too that's broken. And
okay, it's that thing that, Maya is seeing a snake in the rope. Okay, so that's showing that illusion is broken. That they use it a lot in the Buddhist tradition.
Nice.
The snake,
nice.
the snake in the rope. When you're walking along the path, and all of a sudden you see a rope, and you think it's a snake.
Yeah.
So it's showing that's being broken. That illusion.
Nice. So I would say it's all good because it's just snapped apart.
Yeah.
And then his figure or his form, is vanished, and then there's a rock, there's nature in the path. That's it.
Right.
That's what.
So so that's it. So he broke through that last identification.
Really nice. You can really
into that realization, that still point, that 0 point of balance. Just seeing from that. Yeah.
Just what I'm feeling, and that's still there, but that he was jumping for joy to be here.
Oh, good.
And that was part of the.
That's why he was so
emphatic.
He was really emphatic.
He was just, yay! Finally, my chance, kind of thing. So I think he's good now.
So that's a nice way to start. That's a nice. Yeah. So he had to have been probably Thailand or Sri Lanka or something like that. In that area of the world, the monks wear the ochre robe. If it's in India, most of the monks are wearing the burgundy, more of the burgundy type robe.
Felt kind of Vietnamese-y.
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Yes,
Vietnamese, Thailand,
almost the
Thai,
way the Thich Nhat
Vietnam.
on some of those.
Exactly.
But that's
it's from that
right.
area of the East.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we're glad that he completed his path.
Yeah, no, that's all good there. And right in the heart.
Yes,
always
it's
good.
Really nice to see when they complete their path.
Always.
Here we go. This is an interesting one. Okay. Okay.
I had a message. This one said I had one. And this just means more silent.
They're silent now.
We're getting a lot of those so far, right?
Yeah, sometimes people think they have something to say, or they'll come here and they'll, satsang, they'll come and have questions, but the minute they get into presence, it all falls away. Their mind goes more into stillness and it doesn't come forward. So,
I am seeing something now. There's a book.
Okay, good. So we're
getting a little something.
Finally
here.
Connecting, and we'll see what
sometimes it takes a little while because I kind of go, whoa.
It's really, like, oh, surprise.
Yeah, I thought I had something to say, but it seems so important then. But there's a book open, there's a flower on it. It's kind of vanishing, and again, I see that. I'm seeing, sometimes that face with the veil, and I, at least my feeling here is that's the divine energy, could call it Mary energy, what have you. But this book is open, and there's a white lotus on it, and I could see some writing, so let's see what else.
See what it is, what text it is.
So I just am asking text, question mark.
Well, asking about that text. Okay.
Which text? No, I was asking them, did you want to know what text it was? Or does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you can see some words of it, we maybe can figure it out, what it is or where it's from. Or
yeah, if that can be illuminated more, I can ask them what one. Because that's the Hindu. I'm seeing some Sanskrit or the Hindu writing on there.
Okay.
on that text. Something about non-dual.
Mm-hmm.
And I did hear a bit of Ashtavakra.
Ashtavakra. Okay.
And broken 8 places, Ashtavakra, loving love.
Mm-hmm.
Love of, not of form, love of heart in
Mm-hmm.
there, and blessed book.
Yeah. So that's the one text I'm going through right now.
Yeah.
That I've been doing is the Ashtavakra Samhita. So maybe they're coming through just to say, yes, that is the text of love. It is, very pure in what it is. And it is one of the wonderful texts, the Ashtavakra. Yes. The next chapter that we're just getting ready to do today is on dissolution, the ways to enter into dissolution.
That's a very...
So I'm going to continue with that. I think it's 20 chapters altogether.
Nice.
We're on, I think it's the 5th chapter.
Very nice.
So I will be doing more of that today as well.
Okay. So just lastly, there's a chalice there with by that book too, and also as a way to drink that in.
Yes,
it's
drink
a
that
golden,
in.
Shining chalice that you drink that in and let it fill you up. Let it fill you up.
Yeah.
It's saying.
Yeah. Okay.
So did you want this again? Are we pretty good?
Yeah, I think they probably ask if they want to stay. More than likely, they're done and they're going to go their way.
Yeah, they've already emptied out.
Yeah, they've already emptied out. So perfect. I'll put this back for someone else to use.
Was really nice.
Yeah, it was just nice coming in and affirming of that text, the beauty of that text, and it was absolutely, since they wanted to bring that in, was so relevant within their own journey. The Ashtavakra. It is a text that is just absolutely pregnant with so many wonderful pointings. So we will continue forward with that today.
Yeah, for sure. Just right on target there with what you're doing.
So let's continue forward.
The ethers are right in sync there.
Yes. Okay. This one again is pretty emphatic. My God, it's going to go around my hand if I hold it. And look at this. This is crazy.
Oh, it's a jumping.
Lord have mercy.
Jump out of your hand, right?
Lord have mercy. Okay, well, let's see what they want. They're very...
See this little thing. It's
in such a little itty-bitty stone.
It's a tiny little guy. It's got a bit of blue on the top.
Yeah. Little transparent with the little... It's very pretty. And so we'll see what they're... what they're wanting.
Oh, yeah, it's got a lot there.
Got a lot there. Yeah, they were very emphatic. They want to be here and they want it now. So we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, it's usually I get more of the message once they come into the heart a little more, because sometimes they're just all...
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for them to settle enough.
Let's see. Let's see. Put roses on the earth or on the grave?
Put roses on the earth or on the grave?
On my grave? I'm trying to hear what that's saying. Put roses. I'm seeing a cemetery.
Yeah. Did they die a violent death? Is there something that...
Dying knife. I do see a knife.
Yeah. Okay.
Dying. Not good dying.
Yeah, it was a tragic.
And there's that gravestone there, and there's some white roses that are turning black.
Okay.
My roses need to be fresher. They're black now. My spirit needs to be refreshed like that. I had children. I had mother. secrets that
They
I
had
died
secrets.
with.
They died with secrets. Yeah. See.
Hard
So they're
to
wanting to be heard from. Okay. So what are your secrets that you need to
Okay, and seeing that
unveil?
casket box open up that's
Mhm.
dark inside, and
Right.
what's in there? They're saying I'm afraid because I have covered this for so long
Mhm.
that nighttime something. Night, he took me night.
Mhm.
He took me somewhere and hurt me.
Yeah. Sounds like a torture.
Yeah.
Somebody that was kidnapped, tortured, and they left. They had some sort of a information about someone or
Yeah.
something, and they were kidnapped, tortured, killed, and yeah.
Not
So
good. He hurt me. He said, "Don't talk." He said,
yeah.
"Don't speak," and I didn't speak. I lived without speaking.
Yeah.
And
Was this a child? Is this or an adult?
When it happened?
Yeah.
Still young, pubescent, puberty.
Okay, a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, they died as a teenager. Okay.
I wonder if they died then or the torture started then. I just want to age that, because they may have carried this secret a long time and more mature at death.
Okay.
Carried this heavy thing here.
Okay, so let me give them a little instruction. So the instruction I want to give them is everything happens to the form alone, and you are not that form. You are not that body. So that's the instruction I want to give them, and then call in Christ and to come and help to heal this spirit to understand that they don't need to carry this. Okay, so you are not that physical form. You are that spirit which animates it, and that everything happens to that physical form has passed away. Okay, but if you enter into the heart, you will see that God essence is there, and it's never touched by any of the things that happen to the form. You can go in there, and those roses that you want to see to bloom that have that darkness now, you will find that light shining from the heart. Okay, and bring light to those roses. Bring light to those roses. Okay, you understand? Yes, understand. Okay, and we ask for Christ to come.
Okay, there's Christ and those roses. I see some more sparkle. I mean, there's the image of Christ there. Mm-hmm. Again, these visions are not as brilliant, but I can definitely know what's there. The roses are there, and they're beginning to sparkle a bit. Yeah, so there's nothing that you need to feel bad about. You carried this bit out of fear, but there's nothing to fear. With Christ, there's nothing to fear, and you can let go of that. That time has passed. It's over. It's done. It's not something you need to carry. Okay? You were innocent in this, okay? You were innocent in this. So go back into the heart and find that innocence and let Christ wash that away. Okay, let him wash that away for you. Okay. No secrets, Bible in my heart. Yeah. Christ offerings. Yes. Christ offerings, Bibles, secrets going, secrets not needed. Right. I am a lamb. I'm a devoted, I'm a heart of that same God. Exactly. Yeah. It's nice because that grave is there, but the roses are by and they're sparkling the gravestone is, I just want to see what's on it because I could see some letters. God, they're kind of dark. I think there's a D-I-A and an E or something. Diane? Dying or Diane?
Diane.
But that's kind of melting that gravestone.
Good. Yeah. So that's a good sign. If the gravestone is melting, then she's not so pulled into that death. She's going beyond that. She's got to proceed beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let go of that so she doesn't take that into her next life, that thing. So she can go forward and continue on her journey.
Oh, there's Christ a little clearer.
Okay.
With a person bowing low and
so she's receiving that now. She's receiving that from Christ, that teaching and that energy and that forgiveness and all of that.
So she's in good hands, I would say.
She's in very good hands where she's at. Yeah.
And so these I'm just setting over here.
Yeah, because that one we'll put in the crystal cave
both
for
of
a while.
Probably.
Yeah, they can go in the crystal cave to be worked with for a while. Yeah, we don't usually get that type of thing. I think that's the first one we've had come in of that persuasion.
Oh, which
one that had an unresolved death.
Yeah. Well, we've had different death ones where
we've
they
had the one with the sacrifice that was sacrificed with the Mayan.
Right, not without just excluding that. We haven't. You're right.
We haven't had that type of a thing. But so we're glad that she's able to process that and to get that forgiveness and see that it's nothing that she needs to hold. But see, that's what I mean. When you leave the form, you leave with that same mental.
Yes. That's exactly
mental things that are going on, and they can be a hell realm. They can be torturous, and so it's so important to move beyond these mentations to break out of them. Okay.
While you're in form, because it is an energy that carries, and even when you see this situation, she was completely innocent.
She was totally innocent,
but yet it's carried so heavy in that.
Exactly, and it's still feeling that she was complicit in it some way, or it was her fault because she didn't speak out.
That's right.
So but kidnapped and tortured and killed and But what a sad thing to have to carry that energy of thinking that you are the one to blame.
Yes.
For that.
And to die with that on,
and to
on
die
your
with
head, really.
To die with that. That's a very sad scenario. So we're very happy that she's getting this.
Yeah. I liked the roses imagery.
It's nice that the roses went from black to now this beautiful sparkling roses that are there. So
exactly.
Perfect. Onward. We have a little green guy this time.
I think I remember that little guy from before.
Okay.
Little thing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure I'm getting this right before I put it out, because you kind of hear and it gets a little, then it changes a bit before you can kind of say, okay, that sounds right. Mistaken knowledge?
Okay.
This person, it feels very still, though. It feels relatively calm. Light obscured, mistaken knowledge, that struggle. Let me see if that's about this person or... Okay, there's two people. They are walking guarded. Let's see. I guarded myself. I guarded my world of objects and life and Take me there. Take me to unite with my love.
Mm-hmm.
Take me to a bright dawn, a brighter reality.
A brighter reality. Yeah. I'll say, okay, so we're just going to ask our healing center here, because they are a little bit more in touch with the other side, as to who wants to work with this person. So obviously this person was caught up in the things, money, all their objects, everything they had, and found out in the end that was not what it was about. They left the form, and now they find they're bankrupt, basically. Okay? They're bankrupt.
Yeah.
They didn't develop anything of value.
Right.
There was no walking of a spiritual path. They were just very materialistic. Okay? And now they're on the other side and they're just bankrupt. They don't have anything to take with them of value, sustaining them.
They were into that solid
reality
of pleasure and guarding it, and no one else can take my things.
And that's, what did you get to take with you?
Yeah. Can't take any of those things with you.
So now they're on the other side. They have none of their little goodies.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now they find, well, really, they're spiritually bankrupt. Okay. So we're just going to ask for our healing center, because we've got so many there that who would be willing to work with this being.
Do you want me to ask, or just put them over there?
Yeah, just ask and see who comes in. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, because we've got so many over there, We've got a ton waiting to work with people, and they know more of the energy of this one who would be best willing to work with them. I think we've got like 20, 25.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And
there's a lot of them that have not been working with anyone, and they came into work, so we'll give them the opportunities.
Okay, so I'm seeing that little area over there in my mind here.
Mm-hmm.
Mary is there. Mary's actually going to point. Mary's going to
point to someone there.
Kind of trying to show some energy of the best one.
Mm-hmm.
Center. There's center with a red glowing. Is there one in the center? I mean, it doesn't mean that it's red, but it's glowing like a heart. More the center.
Let me go check in these. Because I've got so many here. Let me go check them. And put them out here and see what we have. See who is here. Wait a minute.
Ooh, that looks kind of nice.
This one.
Let's see. Ooh, that one looks good to me, because it's actually got some red in there.
It's got the size.
Does that feel right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This is the one. So let's see what they have, what is coming forward with that one.
Okay.
I don't remember who that is.
No, I wouldn't remember. Let's see. Going like this, just working at removing that energy, those energetic patterns. And what I see in those patterns are, there's a stack of money, basically.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They were very materialistic.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a stack of money. There's a candle there, but it's dark, and it's like, you haven't looked within, you haven't lit up your soul in a way to see.
Right. They haven't gone towards the light at all.
That's perfect.
Just that, yeah.
And that candle is there, and it's what this helper energy is doing is attempting to help light that candle.
Right, so that they can see the things of the spirit. They can start to go forward in the things of the spirit, rather than... It's kind of like that one writing that I had done, that the yin and the yang, a guy wins the lottery, but he becomes very haughty and he falls. Another guy's very rich and he loses everything. Then he turns to the spirit. So which was bad and which one was good?
Right. Absolutely.
Which one was bad and which one was good? Well, now he's lost everything.
Right.
Now he gets the opportunity to asking finally. And that's why I said sometimes it's good when you fall very hard, then you start to look to spirit. Then you start to open up and wanting to progress.
Right.
So now this one has come to the point, finally seeing it's bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
That means nothing. He's taken nothing with him. And so now he's willing to start to open up to things of the spirit and to progress and get something that's actually going to serve him well and move him forward.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then just another thing too, as you're speaking, what I'm seeing are some gold coins. They were black, and now they're trying to. What is written on these little coins actually is spirit. Spirit is where the riches.
Yeah, the riches are
lie.
in spirit, not in the coins.
Right, because all that goes, and then there's that candle there, and what this helper spirit is doing is attempting to put all those riches near the candle to illuminate spirit. And then also it on that other side where the money is, it's dark.
Right.
It's like, let that just go. Don't look
because
there.
Those things are the things that will corrupt. That's what it says. You know, what corrupts fully is power, those powers and money, and that is what will corrupt fully. That's why it says it's harder for a rich man to enter heaven than a camel to go through the eye of a needle. Okay?
Perfectly said.
You can't get there by riches. You cannot buy your way in. It's not going to work. It corrupts.
That's right.
Corrupts.
So this sounds perfect, this blend.
Yeah, so we will just let them continue to work.
Put them over there?
Well, we don't have to keep them together. I can put the helper back in there.
It doesn't matter. You're right.
Yeah.
They'll work. They're
the
connected.
Helper, they're connected now, and that helper is over there helping them. And thank you for that.
Thank you to Mother Mary for pointing out.
Yes, Mother Mary's been very much instrumental in helping here.
Yes, we're very blessed with that.
We're very, very blessed that she is willing to help do that work. Well, we've got 3 more here today.
Really?
And then we will close it. We'll do this 3, and then we will close it for today and go on till next time. I've got to go through some more and see what's there.
Or just do them at the time, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, I do see Mary now. It's not looking like that one. It's looking more like this one behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Love has entered. Oh, God. Sorry. Okay. Okay, there's a candle, and it's big, and Mary feels this energy has put too much into prayer in a effort, in the way of efforts that are constricted.
Right. Right. Some people can get into prayers and they just mouth the words and they are not really connecting with what it's trying to point to. So it
Right.
can become more of a bondage rather than something that is liberating. Prayer should point you in the direction of something that opens you up to more, not just something you do by rote.
That's it.
Not something you do by rote. Okay.
That's right. And then what I'm seeing as you're speaking is the prayer book goes boom.
Yeah.
It's slamming tight. Like, that isn't, if you do it that way, you lose the notes, the music notes. You lose the music of it.
Yeah, it's like doing the Mother Mary, blessed to God, blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of the womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us, our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. I think that's the one that they do a lot.
They do that a lot.
They do that a lot, but they do it by rote.
Yes.
It's like, oh, it's like a lucky charm or something.
That's it. And
it's a lucky charm, but you can't make these prayers a lucky charm. It has to come from the heart, and it has to come with that imbibing that and opening yourself up to that, not using it as a stopgap measure or I'm going to hedge my bets with this.
Or this makes me good, kind of like you gain merit or something.
Right.
You do.
Like people that go and they say, well, I'm saved by the blood of Christ, and so I can do whatever. And, they use it, but they use it and abuse it. They don't use it in the right way.
Yeah.
It's not coming from a place of surrender.
It's
coming from a place of ego covering.
Yes, perfect. That's right. And it's also, like you say, done just kind of tensely, not...
Right. It's not coming from the heart.
Yeah,
it's not
from
coming
the heart.
from... It is like a parroting.
Yes.
Like you push the button, you're pushing the button of a recording, and you're just saying it without feeling, without intention, without attention.
Right.
By rote.
That's it.
Yeah. And so you are losing so much from that. She has so much to give for those that will really open their heart to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's just get a little more, because, in my, again, the feeling is in the heart of what was just said here is corresponding with the energy of what Mary is attempting
to transmute and
yes,
to put through. Yeah.
You said it with words well, and as you speak, I do see those notes, and again, it's what is being conveyed, and I do see a musical instrument. It's like when you're one with that instrument and you are in love with that, you're devoted, and there's just, it's like rich music. It's not I got to do and get this over with.
Right.
So
this is something I have to do. I've got to get to the priest. I've got to do my confession.
Yes.
I've got to do the how many Hail Marys. I've got to do, in order to save myself. No, it should be a love.
That's right.
It should be something that you come to and open that heart with love and devotion, and it should be a sacred time, a time of opening, a time of blessedness for you.
That's right. And also there are some drops of blood, which means the blood of Christ,
right.
Body, blood of Christ, bread,
right.
Heart. So.
Right. So again, so what she's conveying is that one should come to Christ and understand the sacrifice that he did. That sacrifice, and this is the taking of communion. When you take of communion, you're supposed to be taking in Christ.
That's right.
To be living that life, to being fed by his word, fed by his journey. You should be a follower of Christ, putting into place what he was teaching, not just hearing it and saying, oh yeah, this is nice, whatever. You should be walking that journey. If you are a follower of Christ and you are walking his journey, okay, you should be identifying with that. Not as a separation, opening your heart to receiving him.
Perfect. Yeah. And again, as you're speaking, it just, it's all that, it's just right. It's the best way I can put it, in the way that you're conveying it with words as best possible. I mean, these things are hard. Words can do so much, but your words are just right and in sync with what is, being projected. So as this image of Mary, you want to know more. And so that's what this is with this particular energy, is the prayer lost its soul.
Right.
It lost its bread of life.
Right. It's losing its energy.
Yes.
It's losing its energy to benefit you.
Yes.
It's losing its energy to benefit you because you are abusing its nature. It's not being come to in love.
Yes.
So if you're not coming to it in love, you might as well not do it, because you are just closing yourself off from what it could be giving you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a blessing to you. It could be opening you up. It could be feeding you. It could be absolutely purifying to you. But if you do it by rote, you're getting nothing from it. And it's becoming a hindrance, because actually you're saying, I don't really want you. You're not that important in my world.
Yeah.
Okay? You're not what I'm looking for. Okay? I'm just here to hedge my bets. Okay? So, again, if you're going to be doing prayer, you're going to be doing mantra, whichever it is, you have to open yourself and do it really from the heart, with love, out of love, within love, and let it feed you.
Perfect.
Okay?
Let it feed you with that
Let it
bread.
feed
That's
you.
perfect.
Yeah, let it feed you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's very good. Yeah, very good.
So thank you to Mother Mary for coming to
Yes.
give that message.
Yeah, so this one I suppose can still simmer a while. What do you...
Well, you have to ask her what she wants to do.
She's
I don't think
the
she
one that
needs
came
to
in.
stay in there. She's given her message. She's always here.
Oh, no, this energy.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
that
but
energy.
Mary, no,
Yeah,
that's another
yeah.
story. But I didn't know if we wanted this energy to stay and simmer.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it's fine.
matter.
No, the message is already given, so
I think it
we're
doesn't
good.
matter. I think it's
Yeah.
perfect as is.
Yeah.
It's like, done.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just let me check. Yeah, no, it's gone. The message. See?
Okay.
Absolutely still. The message, it was just to give that message, and that message is already out there in the ethers.
That's perfect.
So there's nothing
It
that
was
needs to
still.
stay
I
there.
love it.
So.
See how these things work? We
That's
don't
the way
know.
it works. That's what when it's done, and the pendulum is just like
Yeah,
bloop, dead.
that's
It's
right.
not going anywhere. I
That's
could try to sit here and move it, and it would do nothing.
Yeah,
It would just stay there.
Exactly. That's what happens.
So
That's right.
it just came to give that message, and that's done
Perfect.
from that. Okay. Okay.
Ding, boom. My me.
My me. Huh?
Starting with Erie.
Me, my, I. Huh?
Exactly.
It's all about.
There you go.
Pay attention to me.
Me, it's all about me. Me. It's kind of cool like that. Me. So it's starting to dissolve. Me.
Okay,
That's what happens in the energy,
is it
people.
trying to hold that me together? It's not working so well for you now.
Me. So it's starting to drip down the me. Okay, and that's such a good thing.
It's good. It means they're losing that identification
Yes.
with that me story. It's like it's just like washing away.
Exactly.
It's like
Me is getting tired.
I can't even hold on to that energy anymore. It's like forget it. This is too much like work.
That's right. The me is the me is getting very, very
Exactly.
tired.
That story is too much work. Let it go.
Worn out thing that it is, right? And it does take a lot of efforts to maintain that.
It does. It takes a lot of energy to maintain that me story.
That's
and
right.
a lot of mental projection for that.
So me. I don't know how long you guys want to sit there.
Once one enters, and then again, when you get to realization, Turiyatita, that there is no mind anymore. There is no projection. You're not losing your energy and keeping this stuff going all the time.
Perfect, and that's really so well said and put out there. Again, it's the opposite of what the ego feels.
Right.
So me is just draining. It's draining out. It's see if there's any questions that might gurgle up in this draining process.
Yeah.
Deafening, deaf
Mm-hmm.
to my song. Deaf to my song of person.
Yeah.
Deaf to my song that the ears are being shut to my song of person.
Right.
Person that lived struggle and person that forgot to. Sorry.
They're having a hard time. They're trying to remember their story, but it's not working so well.
I know that slowing of mine. So person that forgot to. Okay, that's what's a drag.
I'm just not even hearing that story hardly anymore, okay? It becomes like an old tape that one has played, and this tape becomes broken, and then the projector's just spinning now. The tape is...
It's kind of funny, though. But
it is kind of funny when it starts to unwind and things. So we're going to ask if there is somebody in the healing center that just wants to continue to aid this one to let go of their story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens, how we get a hold of another one to help.
Mm-hmm. We need another helper. Yeah, well, there's somebody there that will just continue to aid them with that.
And you want to know which one, so we get that. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, they're all there. They're all happy, and the helpers.
Yeah, the helpers. They're waiting there.
They're fine with any of them. Hey, I'm good. Any of us. Let's see
they're all
there's
good.
a more mature one. Because if we look at this, they're crossing starting to cross a different threshold in terms of this dissolution process, which, so one that could work with that. So let's see. Me, I am the one. I'm going to hear it in there. Towards the back, towards the back of towards the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
So one in there that's towards the back. I was looking at that one.
I keep getting drawn to this one.
Funny.
This is the one
This
is the one I keep going to.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, we're both feeling the same thing. It's just immediately just pops out. It's this one.
That's right, and
it's the one of the clear heart.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly the one.
The clear heart. Yeah, this is it.
It's how it works, people.
There must be 30 things in there, and we both are feeling the same one.
Yes. That was in the back too, wasn't it?
It's in the back, yes. So it's sitting up in the back. Yeah. So this is the one that's going to work together with them for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so interesting how that works. That's what she was feeling, and then it was said, and dripping down, drip down, keep dripping down.
Mm-hmm.
Drip down. Where there is no more personal world, where there lives only rest. Rest for you needed. Rest for... Don't stop sinking down.
Yeah, just continue to let that take place.
Yes.
Don't restrict it. Continue to let that fall away.
Okay, there are some flowers emerging. work together. Let's work to continue to finish. And they're thanking you.
Okay,
I
you're
see your
quite
name.
welcome.
I see your name, and it's like starlight. That's a good starlight to follow. So,
That's a good starlight to follow. We'll take that.
Siddhananda lives psychic, lives spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Lives it, breathes it.
Mm-hmm. Spirit.
Psychic, good team. Starlight follow. I like that. Starlight
I'm
follow.
the light and you're the spirit, so it all works together.
These are perfect matches, right? Don't think that this is about body, that the way to work as one. And
yeah, it has nothing to do with form. It has to do with that energetic connection that takes place.
Gurus, grace, people, really.
So we'll go ahead and put them over there and let them work together.
Both of them over
here. We'll just let them sit over here together. Okay. And they will continue to give them some instruction and guidance, and we'll let them just have their space.
Sinking.
Yes, we have the last one. We are in the grand finale. We've got a nice little gold colored one here left. Okay.
Gold is nice.
Yeah, gold is a nice way to end.
So far nice, huh? We have a different flow today. What is I? What is I? That's a guru's Swamiji's teaches. What is I, people?
What is this I?
Don't you, who am I? She says that. She's right, because the who is not what you are or anything you could see or speak of. The who gets lost sometimes. The who, the I, what is I is correct.
Yeah.
And yes, that's right. That's good.
Yeah, what is this I?
And that's what I attempt. What is I? I having struggles though with it. There's a bind. I locked up my safe.
Okay.
I have some safety. I'm worried about my safety.
Okay, they're worried about the dissolution.
Yeah, they want to protect themselves.
Okay, so let me give some instruction to this one real quick. Okay, so you want to protect yourself, and you know that what is this I is the correct way to go rather than who am I. But there's nothing to protect. Okay, in protecting, you are just holding that persona and that story in place, and that story is not needed. When you let go of that story is when the freedom happens, when moksha happens. Okay? Okay? One enters that death before death, but there is no death. And that's what one finds out, that it's absolute liberation. To become simply that God energy aware of that zero balance. It's what all the world springs from and resolves back into eventually. So what is it you're protecting? Okay, what is it you're protecting? Do you want liberation or do you not? Okay, if you want liberation, then you need to unlock that safe. Okay, you need to unlock that safe. And you'll find out that what you're protecting is an illusion, a delusion, and this is why it's called illusion, and it's Maya. Okay, so you are not in freedom as long as you are protecting that. You are still creating your own suffering story. Okay. So let me give you back.
See what's happening now. That's safe, right?
See what he says with that.
So it's just, it hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Safe, my safe. What is in that safe? Yes. What has to be held?
Mm-hmm.
I need to be. I'm in that safe. And my this is in that safe.
Exactly. The projection, the illusion is there. As long as you hold on to that illusion of projection and are not willing to let it go, there is no moksha. Not possible.
One can't go without the other.
Okay.
So with the way what is so it's kind of little blips now.
Mm-hmm.
Is I? What? Then it gets shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing the cosmos there more.
What is ever transient cannot be that eternal is. What you have locked up is the transient.
But what do I see? What is this I see here?
Maya. The illusion. The projection.
Why do I see these? Why do I see that and feel it's real? Why? I mean,
because you have separated yourself from that which is. You have separated yourself into the divisionary.
My safe. So that is no more safe, no more of that.
Now, you need to open that up and let go of that story. Be willing to let go of that. Do you want the transient, the ever-changing, or do you want the eternal is that's unchanging, that brings that peace and stability that is?
I pray for the right, the best, not...
Then let go of the transient story. Be willing to let go of that.
And coming more into alignment with what you're saying.
You have to be willing to let go of that. Okay? Not use what is this as an intellectualism that you're going to get it by recognizing it. It has to be lived. You have to allow that story to deconstruct so that you can find out what is at the center of it that gives it life, that allows it to have life.
You know, what is lost now is kind of that. And now the feeling is more it kind of...
Mm-hmm.
I guess in terms of the internal viewing of it, I'm not able to connect with that anymore. But what the feeling is that there's a sense of stability as well as more of this is all.
Mm-hmm.
Just sudden, and I think it's more of a blip. I don't know if it's...
Right. So I think for this one, because it would be too difficult to go into total Advaita, I think we need to call one of the tantric masters where they go into its reality, but it's all is. So I think they need people. That. I think they need the tantric.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice to feel.
Yeah, that heavy tantric for that.
See what happens. Just wanting to push down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the tantric energy is no joke. It's very grounded, very, very, it's that.
I wonder if because when you hold one that's in one of the stones, you really, I don't know if that would happen or not, but.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is it now. I can feel that it moves my hand literally towards the ground.
Mm-hmm. So they're here.
Yeah.
So it's just letting us know that tantric master is here.
You can just, gosh, that's heavy. My whole hand, my arm and hand feels heavy.
So we'll let him go ahead and give some instruction to this being. I think it would help them more to get out of intellectualizing.
Yeah.
They're trying to intellectualize things and yet keep themselves safe. But if I get it intellectually, I'll have it. Yeah, that doesn't work that way.
Right.
There's no liberation in that.
No, that could go on and on.
Yeah.
So let's see. So they're just trying to get, this is more about strength. It's about, stay grounded, stay in the earth substance.
Yeah.
Don't fight this thing of life.
Yeah.
So they're just attempting to make that a heavier with earth. That's what I'm hearing. Make it heavy, because right now whatever is being born or coming up from the earth is being lost in the growth, and it needs that earth to actually live, because that growth gets stepped on so easily when you get into this protection.
Right.
No life needs protection like that.
The more you try to protect, the more unprotected you are.
You're very vulnerable.
You're very vulnerable. The more you try to protect, the more the darkness, you will draw darkness and all of these things to you, because you're saying, oh my God, I'm vulnerable. Yes. Oh my God, no, there's nothing to protect when you stay in that light.
Yes.
Okay.
So
there's nothing to protect.
That's right. So it's just more about, I could see some roots in the earth now. It's a dark earth. It's a black earth. It's a smoldering. It's just
very rich, pregnant with all those minerals and all the life-giving things that one has to have. Yeah.
You could almost see the minerals in it. It's as black of an earth can get.
Yeah.
And moist, and just, where things grow. And then this, let's see if there's anything. So we do have this tantric master. Let's see what. They're just. I just feel this. And.
The tantric have been very much into mother-centered, that type of Shakti energy, and then everything proceeds from that. All growth, everything that's in the seen world is that energy.
It has to have that substance and that groundedness, though. That's what's so nice about the Tantra, that heavy grounded life force. So it's just more about that, and then. Is there any questions you have, Gertie, or anything else you'd like to?
No, I just want him to go ahead and work with him to see that there's nothing that he needs to protect. I don't think he's ready for Advaita. I think he needs to be more, he's in that projection, but let that projection be all Shakti, all, let him get there first.
Yeah. So there is work to be done with this one, but a lot of it is just to not get so into the basic me story. And the me story, at least what I'm seeing here, is light. It's like a wisp. It's like a...
Yeah, it's
may feel so all-consuming, but with this one, but even overall, that it's just, it's energy that's not sunk in in the earth of Mother.
Right. So we will let him go ahead and continue to work with this being. Namaste. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.